Hello, Pisces people. Hello, cross watchers. All right. So, I'm trying to get back on board with this channel. Hope you all are doing well. The Lovers. In reverse, the Ace of Swords. Being mentally strong. Good concepts. The Empress. The Three of Wands. The Two of Wands. The Ten of Swords. The Seven of Cups. The Six of Wands. The Knight of Swords in reverse. The Knight of Pentacles. The Eight of Wands. All right, we can get some Oceanic Tarot in here. Seeing the beauty around you everywhere. Intuition development. Okay, there's opportunities. Love. Success. Healing. What are you healing? Are you healing abundance? Are you healing love, success? What do you need to heal? The Chariot. And the Lovers relating to choices. Okay? Here we go. Tomorrow's 4-4. And we have a card relating to security. The Four of Pentacles. That's stability. And we talk about the 4-4 portal, which is absolutely stable. I mean, sure, there's unstable energies in the universe. The astrology is constantly changing. We can choose to relax or not. We can choose to be born again. Yeah, I feel like with the relax card in reverse, maybe you don't need to relax. Maybe you do need to be seeking wisdom, seeking movement, seeking success, having courage. Yeah, I feel like relaxing isn't always the best thing, as we tend to have things we should be doing. I mean, we're going to come out of that Venus retrograde and the Mercury retrograde. The Mercury retrograde is a few more days away, and then we're going into the post-shadow of the retrograde. So things are going to move forward. And realistically, you're in it to win it. You're in it for a minute, or maybe you're not going to choose success, but I feel like choosing success and unblocking the energies around that is smart. You look at the opportunities around you. I mean, settling is really a negative thing. Why are you trying to settle? Don't settle for yourself. You don't need to settle for anybody else. Generally, the skills that we need are within us. So, the Three of Wands over here is talking about how we create our lives. And making vision boards and choosing what it is we want has a big play in what plays out in our lives. Like, do we care about our health? Do we care about longevity? Do we care about what happens after this year? You know, what happens when changes happen at work, you know? I mean, seems like there's opportunity in front of you right now. And that's good, to live in the moment and be stable right now. You look at the Two of Wands. Also could be considered a little blocked, like you do have to be the best you can be, but know that timing is everything. So, I mean, maybe the journey isn't the final destination. Maybe there's more journeys to be had. So you got to believe in where things are headed to. I am in constant bloom. I am refreshed, rejuvenated, and reborn. Okay, here we go. The Rebirth card. You have entered a period of spiritual awakening and rebirth where you have the opportunity to align with your higher self and the overarching principles that guide you. The angels say to be prepared to be the best you can be. Okay, so maybe you are moving away from the stagnant energy. Maybe you are moving away from that loss, from that bad experience that already happened, you know what I mean? So you look at that. If you're not having a dark night of the soul, and you are able to move to a new place, you know what I mean? You're not where you used to be. So, I mean, there's constant opportunities around you. You can see beauty around you. You can be in love with love. You can be in love with life. We've got the Seven of Cups in this reading. A little block there. You got to see things clearly. I mean, people might want to correct you a little bit, but if they intended to see you fall out, they would. But basically, we've got things we got to do. So you look at how far you've come, and you look at the fact that you're allowed to be you now. People can choose to pay attention to you and what you're doing, or they could choose not to, as there are positive things occurring now, and you could keep that positive energy going, because you realize that trying to have a win-win situation with people is better, really, overall. I mean, we may not have success all the time, but we can choose, you know, to see there is some success here. You know what I mean? You've had a distance that you've already come. There's something that you did right to go as far as you have gone, you know? You look at this guy and he's like, he's moving ahead. So, I feel like the movement and the opportunity and the beauty around you and the rebirth that's happening now is taking you somewhere. I mean, maybe there's wisdom you're learning right now, and that's part of your journey. It's part of what you're trying to do now, you know? The Knight of Swords in reverse. I mean, yeah, there could be rapid results. The Knight, not 9, Knight. Sometimes it sounds like I'm saying 9 when I say night. Okay, there's a T on that word, so I should articulate. All right. But you think about how sometimes there's rapid results, and sometimes, I mean, you just got to keep proving yourself. You know, like, you got to have your head together every day, regardless of whether there's a reward, because, I mean, sometimes the reward is just in the stability. You know, we look at that 4 of Pentacles, you have security in what you're doing. So you look at the security, you want that security. Having that secure paycheck means that you can move ahead in life. You know what I mean? So, I mean, you do care about money matters and advancing and having the courage to overcome each obstacle in your path. You know? I mean, here is another sign of stability, the Knight of Pentacles. So I think that it relates to work ethic. It relates to continuing to show up, you know? I mean, you look at what is necessary and what is needed. And what's needed is mature work ethic. Sometimes we don't feel like there's rapid results, but maybe there's stability. And so you got to play your cards right, and you have to be courageous and wise as to where it is you're going and what it is you overall want to do. I mean, there are relationships that are possibilities, you know. I mean, maybe your friends can be maybe friendships can turn into more. I mean, you have the Angel of the Ocean over here talking about healing, sitting next to the Love card, the Lovers, you know what I mean? And how we have choices. We have choices to heal or not heal. We have choices to believe in success or not believe in it. We have choices to believe that the stability is better than rapid movement. Yeah, we want to do something tomorrow. Yeah, we want things to play out on the timeline that we want. But there's something really great happening now. You've come this far. You're in the game. You're playing the game. You're stable. And you just keep on moving. And there's beauty in that movement. I mean, you're going to get to the destination you want when you can, when you will, when, you know what I mean? But, I mean, yeah, you're showing up and you're stable and you're making it and you're doing the things that are necessary right now. And so I feel like maybe it's not a relaxing time, you know what I mean? It's not completely stress-free. You know, you're going to feel anxious, but you have to deal with that in a positive way. So, I mean, you can feel peace when things are not calm, when there's changes going on around you. You just got to stay in the game. You got to be at peace. You have to believe in the whole process. I mean, you know, this card is about whether or not you see clearly. You know, like, you know, of course you care about the overall destination. You care about the overall big picture. You care about where you need to be long term. But, I mean, you got to think about the big picture too. And you got to think that you did come a long ways. And you do think about security. Yeah, I mean, love is a good thing. Seeing the beauty around you, trying to be positive, trying to believe you can overcome what's necessary, you know. Do you really feel like you can create your life? You can manifest what it is you want? I mean, you got to unblock that energy about creating and co-creating and working with the universe. I mean, this could be a phase you're in, you know, you have to forfeit in some situations at some point, but you gotta be like concerned about the strategy, about the adventure. I mean, this card in reverse says, you know, it may not happen as quickly as you want. So, I mean, if this card were like more upright, life might be more immediate. You know, you could make the change 2 months from now, but you have to look at the overall picture. You know, like, you know, right now you have this going, and you have to be on a strict budget, and you have to like plan ahead, and you have to believe that there's opportunity in front of you and that you can stay where you are as long as necessary, because you really don't want to leave until you're ready, you know? So, I mean, there's movement and there's opportunity and there's positivity right now. And you look at how far you've come, and you know, really, you know, you got to keep healing your self-worth, you know. I mean, this guy has come a distance and he's happy, you know? And so there's something positive that you've done and continue to do. And you got to keep having courage and believe that you're going to keep going, keep healing, keep bouncing back. But you don't want to sabotage how far you've come. So you just have to hang in there a little longer. I mean, yeah, there's stuff that happened in the past that nobody can do anything about. But you look at how far you've come and you recognize that you're not done. So I feel like this reading is being happy in the here and the now and being happy with the progress you have made. All right, Pisces, that's my reading. Thank you so much for being here.